everyone. Today I'm sharing my card for this week's Craft Roulette Challenge, episode 314. And this one was such a fun combination of structure and detail. Let me show you what we had. We met Emily Moore, that was her first time with Craft Roulette, and the parameters were Project Zoyfold, which is a combination of a Z-fold and a Joyfold card. We had to use Easter-inspired color palette, include seals or sealing, and incorporate 4 square as our random parameter. Let me show you how it all came up. Here's the card I made for this week. For my focal point, I created a layered square design for the front flap. And I have 4 stacked squares layers. That satisfies the 4 squares parameter right away. Let me show you. 1, 2, 3, and 4 squares, right? And I use soft panel tones inspired by Easter eggs, but without really adding the eggs. Remember, those are the roadmap. They are inclusive, not exclusive. So it keeps that spring elegant feel. The main image is this beautiful sealed with a kiss design, and also it's a digital from LV Handcrafted. You can visit our site. She has pretty beautiful papers that you can use for anything. And it ties directly into the seals theme in a more romantic vintage way. Now, when you open the card, and I had put a Velcro to hold it because it's heavy. 4 layers, that's pretty heavy. You can now see how the Zoyfold structure is in action. And the base is a 5x7 card. I added a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 Joyfold flap to create that layered opening effect. So it's a 5x7 card with a 4 1/2 by 5 1/2, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 card. So it's an A2 on an A7 card. Got it? So it like create that layering opening effect, and as it unfolds, your eyes moves across the panels, and it kept the inside relatively clean. So I structured it a way that it really shines. I have a large writing panel here, so you have plenty of space to write a message or stamp an image or put whatever that you want, you know. And I have the heart, like a small strip heart at the bottom for a subtle decorative touch. But I've also, and that's my favorite detail, added another set of 4 squares on the inside flap, arranging it diagonally for a little more movement. And also, you can see that I added and included wax seals on 2 of those flaps, which gives texture and dimension without overwhelming the design. And that also brings the seals element back in it. So I have my 4 squares and I have the seals. And I love how this creates a little surprise moment when the card is fully open. So I'm telling you, if I had to give that card to somebody, it has to be hand delivered because it's pretty heavy. For this card, I wanted to balance, structures and softness, and the folds and square elements give it like a strong foundation, while the pastel colors and floral keep it light and spring inspired. I also made sure to repeat elements like the squares and the seal theme so everything feels cohesive from front to back. Overall, this was such a fun challenge, and I love how interactive this fold is. Once again, join Craft Roulette on their website every Friday night if you want to join the fun. We spell it with 2 N. And let me know what you think of this Zoyfold design and how you would interpret these parameters yourself. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. As always, from Alyssa's Corner to yours. Happy crafting, everybody.
Sunny dancing and everything's fine. A gentle breeze, the city's slow. I take a seat, let the moment flow. A cup of coffee, sugar falls in. I stir it slow, let the calm begin.